Hello everyone. Have you ever heard the line "a feather in your cap" and felt it sound simple, but also full of quiet pride? Long ago, a cap was not just for shade or style. It was a sign of who you were. People could look at it and know your story. They could see your work in your past. They could guess your courage. Far across the land, in many Native American tribes, a feather held deep meaning. It was not picked for beauty alone. It was earned through real action. Each feather stood for a moment of truth. A moment when fear met courage. A young warrior would start with a plain cap. No color, no mark, no sign of honor. He would walk with others and learn. He would watch, listen, and wait. His time had not come yet. One day, danger might rise without warning. A wild animal could move near the camp. Or a long hunt could turn hard and cold. Or a fight could break out at the edge of the land. That was when choices mattered most. If he ran, he stayed the same. If he stood, his story began. If he helped others, people would remember. If he risked himself, he would change. This was how a feather was born. After such a moment, elders would gather. They would speak of what they saw. They would not rush their words. Truth mattered more than pride. Only real acts could earn a feather. When the time was right, they gave him one. Just one feather. Light in weight, but heavy in meaning. He would place it in his cap with care. From that day, he was no longer the same. As years passed, more moments came. Some were big, some were small. He might save a friend from harm. He might bring food when others failed. He might stay calm when fear spread fast. Each act gave him another feather. Slowly, his cap began to change. It grew richer, fuller, more alive. People could see it from far away. They could read his life in silence. Children would look at him with wide eyes. They would count the feathers one by one. They would dream of their own day. They would wonder what they would earn. The cap became a living story. Travelers came and saw this custom. They asked about the feathers. They listened to the stories behind them. They carried those stories far away. Across rivers, across seas, across time. In other lands, people also wore caps. In Europe, hats were part of daily life. Some were simple, some were rich. Some showed rank, some showed wealth. But meaning began to shift. People started to add feathers for style. At first, it was just for beauty. Bright colors, soft shapes, light movement. A way to stand out in a crowd. A way to feel special for a moment. But stories have a way of changing things. The idea of earned feathers stayed strong. Writers began to notice it. They liked what it stood for. They began to use it in words. A feather was no longer just decoration. It became a sign of achievement. Not loud, not forced, not fake. It had to be real. It had to be earned. Soon, people said the phrase with care. That is a feather in your cap. They said it when someone did well. They said it when effort paid off. They said it when character showed. Picture a young girl in a small school. She struggles with reading every day. Words feel slow and hard. Others move ahead with ease. She almost wants to stop. But she keeps going. One page at a time. One line, one word, one sound. Days turn into weeks. Weeks turn into quiet change. One morning, she reads a full page. No stop, no fear, no help. Her teacher smiles. Her hands shake a little. That moment becomes her feather. Picture a man at work. He faces a hard task. No one wants to take it. It looks too complex, too risky. Most people step back. He steps forward instead. He studies the problem late at night. He makes mistakes and learns fast. He asks for help when needed. He refuses to quit. In time, he finds a solution. The team moves forward again. The pressure fades. People look at him in a new way. That success becomes his feather. These feathers are not always seen. They do not always shine bright. Some stay quiet inside your life. Some are known only to you. But they still matter deeply. A feather is small, but it carries weight. It holds effort, time, and truth. It holds failure that led to growth. It holds fear that did not win. It holds the choice to keep going. Over time, a person builds many feathers. Not in one day, not in one year. They come slowly, step by step. Each one shaped by real moments. Each one tied to a real story. And here is something clear. You cannot borrow a feather. You cannot buy one in a store. You cannot fake its meaning. It must come from your own life. Some people chase big feathers only. They wait for huge moments. They ignore the small wins. But small wins build strong lives. They are feathers too. Helping a friend can be a feather. Finishing a task can be a feather. Learning a new skill can be a feather. Standing up for truth can be a feather. Trying again can be a feather. Your cap may look empty today. That does not mean it will stay that way. Every step you take can add to it. Every choice can shape your story. Every effort can leave a mark. And one day, someone may look at you. They may not know your full story. But they will see something in you. strength, calm, quiet confidence. They will sense your feathers. They may even say the old line, "That is a feather in your cap." And you will know what it means. Not just the words, but the life behind them. So think about your own cap now. What feathers have you already earned? What moments shaped who you are? What small wins did you forget? What quiet courage did you show? And what is your next feather? It may not be big or bright. It may come from a simple act. It may come from not giving up. It may come from trying again tomorrow. Your story is still being written. Your cap is still growing. Feather by feather, step by step. Not for show, not for noise, but for a life that is truly yours.
能以非母语者的身份专注学习到现在，这本身就是很棒的进步。真诚感谢你的观看。如果你觉得本期内容实用，点赞或留言让我知道你的想法，这对我持续创作非常重要。我们下期见。